Hi guys, today I'm going to do a fun summer look with a pop of color on the eye that I don't usually do. So let's just go over what I've already done. I already applied my primer. I used the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I used instead of a foundation today, I used the Laura Geller BB Cream in medium. It's an all-in-one skin perfecting beauty balm and it's got SPF 21. So that's pretty exciting. I used the E.L.F. Eyes, Lips, Face High Definition Powder on my face just to kind of set everything. I also used a concealer. This is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is pretty good stuff. Very popular amongst beauty gurus on YouTube. I also primed my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. And then I went ahead and filled in my brows. So I know that sounds like a lot, but this video will probably still end up being 15 minutes. So let's get started. I want to talk about one of my new products. Oh, I forgot to put my earrings in. Hold on. One of my favorite new products is, and I don't know how to say her name, if it's Anastasia, Anastasia, I've heard it all these ways, the Beverly Hills Contouring Palette, Contour Kit, and it is pretty exciting. They stopped selling this on Sephora.com, and I really wanted one, so I had to go to her website and buy it. But it is a kit with 6 shades made for contouring. So there's sand, vanilla, and banana on the top row. One of them has a little shimmer in it, and the other two don't. One of them's like a yellow shade, and the other one's kind of slightly pink apricot. And then the 3 on the bottom are Java, Fawn, and Havana. I want to do a fuller review on this, but I'm not sure anybody would care. So if you want to see it, let me know. I'm going to take an angled brush, and I'm going to use the middle color and the bottom. And I'm going to contour. So I'm going to start at the top of the ear and pretend that there's a line from the top of my ear to the corner of my mouth. And I'm going to stop about a third of the way in, or maybe a half of the way in. I'm going to stop where the arch of my eyebrow is. So, okay, we're still going to go at this angle, and the line that we draw is going to go along that angle, right? But it's going to stop at the arch of the eyebrow. I know this is crazy, but basically, I'm drawing a line from here to there. Does that make sense? So the angle from the ear, top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, and then I'm going to stop that line at the arch of the eyebrow. All right, and where you drop your color, your brush first, it has the most product right now, so that's where it's going to have the most color. So that's pretty light, actually. And I'm just going back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the darker colors. I was a little afraid to, but it looks like I'm going to need to get some pigment. These are very easy to blend. They're like some of the softest powders I've ever felt in my entire life. I went back with that lighter color just to make things even on both sides. They are so silky, finely milled, to the point where you're like, really? Alright, so I have some contouring done, just a little. This side's more visible, but that's not because it's more heavily applied. It's just the lighting, I think. Let me even that out just a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to blend those out. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and continue my bronzing. Kind of taking a mixture of those. I'm bronzing up here, up by my hairline. And I heard Jaclyn Hill on YouTube. I can post her videos. I have actually posted some on my Facebook before that I found really helpful. But she gave a fun tip that I think would be very useful. If you're wondering where to bronze, where to contour, and where to highlight, she used the arch of her eyebrows as the arches of the heart, and she went like this. And she said everything outside of the heart should be contoured, everything inside the heart should be light. And that's why when you do your highlighter, your concealer, you do like a V, because that's inside the heart. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So inside here is outside the heart, right? So this part all here is inside the heart, and that's all like whiter than the rest of your face. Hope that helps. But now that I've contoured up my hairline, this just makes your face look like it has a natural glow, and also helps with your foundation blending into your hairline and stuff, but I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just kind of going in circular motions to blend that out. Next, I'm going to take a blush. Today I'm going to use a mixture of some because I'm weird like that and I really want to, so I'm going to. Why own so much beauty products if you're not going to use them, right? This is the Me Blush Me in pink, and I'm going to show you. It's a really pretty pink with the slightest bit of shimmer, but it's kind of fair. So I just put some on my brush. If you can tell, it's kind of light, not too dark. I'm going to just put that on the apples of the cheeks, and you'll notice you're not really seeing a whole lot of color payoff. I definitely wanted some pink in this look, but I'm actually going to go over it with a different blush. I just wanted an undertone of pink because that's the surprise pop of color we're going to put on the eyes, pink, which I don't usually do. Alright, so now that I have pink on the cheeks, I'm going to go in with MAC's, this is the color Melba. It's almost like a peachy pink. Pinky peach beige, I guess. I'm just getting that on the brush. And this is a matte color, so it's got a lot more pigment. I mean, you're going to pay for that, of course. It's MAC, but you don't have to use as much product, I find. So, you know, it depends on you, but I rarely go through an entire MAC product. Like, I mean, the face products, yes, but the eyeshadows, they last forever because you don't have to apply very much. They just kind of, you tap your brush in there and you get enough pigment to do the entire eye. Okay, so that's for you. Now I'm going to go in with some highlighter. That with a fan brush. This is my small fan brush. I also have a large fan brush. I honestly don't really like, it looks like my eyeballs, huh? I honestly don't really like using fan brushes for highlight. I don't feel like I have a lot of control, but I'm going to try it. Since this is a different palette and the circles are kind of large, so maybe I'll be able to get it. I'm going to use the shimmery highlight. Woo. And I'm going to put that at the top of the cheekbones. Back and forth. Now, it's hard to tell how much you're getting on this brush since it's so big. And I'm going right above the brows and just kind of softly, whatever is left on the brush. I didn't put any additional product. And I'm also going to take that on my finger and go down the center of my nose, which adds a little bit of highlight, the Cupid's bow. And a little bit just on the chin with my finger and just kind of blending those out. And then I'm going to take the banana color in here, which is a yellow toned color on a fluffy brush. And the center one. I'm going to use that as my under eye concealer setting powder. So I'm just kind of patting that on. I don't want to wipe anything. I'm just kind of patting. Alright, so next thing is going to be the eyes. And I'm going to start with an all over color, but instead of my usual like skin toned all over color, or maybe even a gold or a beige or a light brown or whatever like I usually do, I'm going to use white. So it's going to give a lightning effect, but the color I'm going to use on the outer side is actually going to be a pop of color, so you won't even be thinking about the white. You're going to be looking at the pop of color. So this is Prestige eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Angel. It's just a really pretty white. And I'm going to take a flat brush to apply this to the lid, and this is just a stiff, flat eyeshadow brush. And I am going to put this on the lid, mostly towards the inner corner, but I'm also going to apply it on the center of the lid. It's not as important to get it on the outer part because that's where we're going to put the pink. I am going in on the center of the eye, the tear duct area, but we're actually going to do a pop of color there too, so that should be pretty exciting. Alright, the next color we're going to pop in there is, I'm sorry, I'm also going to use this as a highlighter for under the brow. While you've got it out, right? I'm going to go in with a nude color first, because this is pretty intense. I'm going to use MAC's Brulee. It's just a skin tone, and I'm doing that on purpose because I want to have a transition color. It's pretty close to my face color. You can't tell. I mean, it's pretty close. But I'm just going to put this. I'm sorry, this is Arena. This is not Brulee. This is Arena liner. I'm putting that in between the white on the lid and the white in the highlight shade under the brow. And this is mostly just to ease it into the transition. I don't want my entire eye to be white, just the lid and the highlight. Alright, so now on the outer corner, I'm going to take a hot pink. And with something like this, when you use a really bright color, you want to make sure you put on a little bit at a time. You don't want to just be like, bam, there's some hot pink. No, you want to build it up slowly. I find that's really hard to do, but this is the Milani Baked Blush. Actually, we're going to use a blush on the eyes. And this is a matte blush from Milani in Bella Rosa. And I'm going to take that same brush because I already have it. Might as well, right? And I'm going to place it on the outer third of the eye. But I'm doing it very slowly, so I don't end up looking like kind of crazy. And I'm only doing this on the outer part of the eye. I'm not even doing the crease with this color. Alright, and then I'm going to do the other eye the same. And that's pretty much it for the lid shadows. Nothing too crazy today, but the pink is enough. We'll blend it out, but there's going to be another pop of color in the lower lash line. So that is the fun one. Kind of unexpected. You wouldn't probably normally wear it, but and make sure you take it slightly above the crease so it shows. I mean, what's the point of wearing a pop of color if you're not going to see it? My brush is truly pigmented pink now, huh? Woo. See all that dust coming off. Alright, and that was a clean brush, believe it or not. So I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going to blend, blend, blend. So I'm just going to go in circular motions to, but not inward. I want to keep this part of the eye white. So I'm going to blend kind of up and out. And that's going to kind of subdue the color just enough to make it more wearable. Alright, once you feel like you have that pretty well done, I'm going to do the pop of color on the lower lash line. So today, that's going to be lime green. Why not? It's summer. This is called Lucky Green by MAC. I have a bad habit of dropping these things. They're really hard to hold. It's like a gold green with some shimmer. You wouldn't believe how awkward it is to hold one of these to the camera. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner of the lash line. Believe it or not. The inner corner. And this is just a fun way to spruce up a summer fun look. And you can do this with any color, but this is really trendy right now with like higher end like makeup stuff. I think it just gives a really cool, young, fun pop. It's really hard to see it in this lighting, so I'm going to move the camera. See if you can tell. See the green? Alright, so instead of doing my traditional thick eyeliner, since we have a bright color on the lid, I'm only going to do the waterline, the tight line on the top, not regular eyeliner. So I'm going to lift and do the eyeliner on that part of the eye. And I'm mostly doing this because I still want the look of liner, but I just don't want it to be very thick. And let's face it, if I do eyeliner, it's going to be thick. So, now that I got that, it actually makes your lashes look longer. So this eye, I just put it on. And that eye, I haven't yet. So, for some of you, this may not seem like it makes a big difference. But for the couple of seconds that it takes me, I think it's worth a try. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use white liner. You can also try nude instead in the lower lash line. This liner I'm using is the NYX 2-timer. It has the kohl pencil on one side and the felt tip on the other. It's pretty cheap too. I think it's a really good investment. If you don't want to own 16 eyeliners, you know, just have one that has the ability to do the wing and one that can go in the waterline. So, a couple of options for the lower lash line. Waterliner is going to be L'Oreal Paris Silkissime eyeliner. It's a highlighter eyeliner. I think that's the name of the shade, actually. And then other option is going to be Wet n Wild Color Con and this is in the shape white. So I'm going to go for the white because I rarely get to use this pencil. I'm dabbing it on my hand because I'm using the warmth of my skin to warm up the eyeshadow pencil so it goes on better. And now I'm going to put that in the waterline. And this actually makes the eye look bigger and more open. The whites of your eyes appear bigger. Alright, next is going to be a coat of mascara, curling the lashes, but to speed up the video, I'm just going to show you the lips. I'm going to use Wet n Wild's within these Adobe Walls. It's like a peach color. It's only at $1 or $2 at the drugstore. Put that all over the lip. And then I'm going to top it with Victoria's Secret Shine Drama Lip Gloss in Punch Drunk. You get a brighter look. And I'm going to do that mascara. So first I'm going to curl the lashes. I just realized this video was super long, so I'm trying to hurry up here. And I'm going to be using Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't know if it's better than Sex. It's an okay mascara, but there are other ones I think that are just as good or better. So, all right. Put a coat of this and a setting spray. The setting spray I'm going to use today is NYX Matte Finish, and I'm doing that because the foundation I used was a BB cream, and so I feel like they don't have a whole lot of like oil control. And if I use a matte finishing spray, it might just possibly keep me oil free today without shining too much in the Arizona heat while we go out. And I am going to go ahead and put some of this on the lower lash line as well, and do that to the other eye. Apply some setting spray, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to try to get some better pictures of this for the thumbnail for this video because I feel like you can't really tell the colors and how vivid they are, like the lime green in this video. So I will try to make sure that the thumbnail, so if you want to check that out. I'm also going to list the products I used below in case you're interested. Alright, that is about it. This is the NYX Mattifying Setting Spray coming on next. Give it a dab, and then you can always go back over any of the colors you want to intensify a little bit. There you go. All set. So this is a fun pop of color. I'm going to move the camera again so you can see. Green on the lower lashes. It's really not coming out on the camera. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comment below. Thanks. Bye.